still have lipstick on?
Yeah, still pink.
I'm just gonna.
Let me just.
Welcome and good morning to you on this lovely Saturday morning. I'm Jessica here from Sunny Seeds and Farming, as well as with Marketing Solutions. And I'm here to also give you guys a talk and demonstration on our seeds from Livingseeds products. Okay, so first of all, we're going to discuss again about how long does it take to reap a harvest. Okay, welcome to Livingseeds. Okay, my name is Jessica. My business is Sunny Seeds and Farming, but I am an agent for Livingseeds for about a year now. I'm very pleased and proud of their products. We grow them at home on our piece of land, and I'm very happy about how the food tastes when it comes out. I enjoy the process, and I love to share that with you. I really believe in Livingseed products, and I think it'll be a great benefit to you and your household. Okay, so first of all, like again, we're mentioning about the length of time for harvesting. Every Livingseeds packet, if you take a look at the back, it has your guide, the seed planting guide. Okay, here is another flyer explaining the seed planting guide in a little bit more detail. Okay, so let's take a look at this sweet pepper, King of the North. This is lovely for summer, gives you a giant sweet pepper, very big one, and it's juicy. Okay, so like you'll see at the back here, HL stands for heirloom. Okay, then you're taking a look at the back, at the end of the label, it says 75 plus. 75 plus, as per our planting guide over here, 75 plus means the days to harvest. Okay, so you always want to look at the back of your labels for seeds when you're planting to get all your instructions for planting. If you get stuck and you don't understand what the guide means, take a photo, put it onto Google search, or you're welcome to ask myself, Jessica, if you bought the seed from me, and I will gladly guide you. We also have our lovely seed guides that can help you. Okay, so remember, 75 days, that's roughly going to be about 2.5, 3 months. Okay, sometimes I take a little bit longer, take a few more days after the days of harvest, just say plus minus. Okay, it's going to relate to how you are taking care of your plants, how you are taking care of the soil when you are busy growing your vegetables and flowers as well. So you also want to bear that in mind. Okay, different plants show different days. Okay, so like for example, if you say you take Victoria rhubarb over here, unfortunately Victoria rhubarb, she takes a bit longer to grow, but she grows quite big, so you want to bear that in mind. So always take a look at the back of the seed packets from the Livingseed so that you can see the day. Let's take another look at onions. Okay, onions is a lovely vegetable to grow in winter. I do have onions in stock from Livingseed. What's lovely about Livingseed onions is it's 100% organic. We have a lot of heirloom varieties. What's exciting about heirloom varieties, they're from all over the world. They're longer than 50 years. They've got a very interesting taste. So it's something for fun to grow at home and to eat at home, share. You can also sell some at the markets. I was growing some of the vegetables of Livingseeds at our own place and then selling some of them at the markets. People were enjoying them. Okay, so again, we're taking a look at this onion over here, your Texas early grano onion. It's a very famous kind of onion. Please bear in mind, it takes 4 to 6 months to grow. Okay, you have to plant them at the beginning of winter. You can plant them a little bit deeper into winter, but you want to start at the beginning of winter, and bear in mind the 4 to 6 months until you harvest. Okay, They are a little bit more challenging to grow compared to your other vegetables, but once they've fully matured and you harvested and you're eating them, you're going to be so thankful that you grew them in the first place. They are just divine. Okay, so I sell these lovely seeds. You're welcome to order from me. You're welcome to pop into the markets and meet me at a market. Otherwise, you can come pop in, order some at the house, or pop me a message over WhatsApp or on my website, and I will gladly courier or deliver them to you, no matter where you are in the country. I make sure that they are fresh and easily available. I always have different varieties in stock.
Okay.
Okay, so look at this lovely variety of different seeds that I have on sale from Livingseeds at the moment. Okay, we'll start off over here. I've got the lovely flower pollinator blend. The pollinator blend is excellent for bees and to protect the bugs in your garden, as well as a lovely variety of different flowers that looks very interesting in the garden. Let's go into this variety over here. I've got the Brussels sprouts, catskill, very fun vegetable to grow. Those are on sale. I've got some other winter seeds on sale. I've got some cabbage, Copenhagen markets. I've got some cauliflower snowball, very fun. I've got some colibri, white Vienna colibri, also a fun one. I've got the kale, chow muller, and I've got some Brussels sprouts again. These lovely winter seeds are very fun to grow in winter, very tasty, very popular. The farmers love growing cauliflower in winter. It's a very popular to plant as well as sell. Okay. Again, I've got some other interesting winter crops. I've got the colibri, white Vienna, as well as the Brussels sprouts. Again, different packaging, but lovely to grow. Okay, let's take a look at the other seeds in stock. I've got this lovely Congo watermelon. I love growing the Congo watermelon. What I like about it is it's pretty long and big and very fun for summer. What's also nice about the Congo watermelon is that it's an heirloom seed developed here in Africa. Very natural and very interesting variety, tasty. Okay, you get about 15 seeds in the packets, and it takes 7 to 10 days to germinate. It does take about 95 days until your harvest. It grows a very long vine. You might want to do it on an uphill so that it can grow downhill, but it's very fun to grow. You might also want to add some bug spray on, but again, we've got some lovely organic neem oil based pesticides that is very organic if you're into very organic farming. Okay, which we do sell, which you're welcome to order. It's very cost effective. Okay, then I've got some rhubarb again. Rhubarb. Fun thing about rhubarb is it grows quite big. You pick off the leaves and then you add it to ice cream. It's a lovely dessert, very nutritious. We've got some carrots. We've got your Nantes carrots. Nantes carrots, that's just your plain orange carrots. Okay. Then we've got the carrot rainbow blend. If you get a bit confused with the packaging on Livingseeds, you just turn it around. If you come to my table, you just turn this around and then you just read the name at the back. So this is the Nantes carrot, it's your plain orange carrot, and your lovely rainbow blend. This is how the rainbow blends look when they harvest them. Isn't that fun? Very fun for kids, very fun for at home, and you can sell them if you are wanting to do some small scale farming and for the markets. The nice thing about also seeds is if you're looking for work and you need to earn some extra income, why not grow some Livingseeds products at your house as a small extra cash flow? You can sell them at the market. Why not? You're benefiting the community as well as benefiting yourself at home. It's a win-win. Okay, I've also got a very nice herb seed stock range at the moment from Livingseeds. Like I've got some winter thyme, I've got more wintertime. I've got holly green basil, more holly green basil, quite popular. I've got coriander, cilantro. I've got some borage. I've got some garlic chives, some lovage, the Maggie herb, chia herb seeds, another fun herb to grow. You can get it milled at any agri. I've got more borage. It becomes a lovely flower and very healthy and edible to eat. I've got dark green Italian parsley. Lovely to add onto your dishes. You're cooking, you're making your mashed potato, you're cooking your meat, your salads. You just pop into the garden, pick some, add it. There we go. Or just keep some in a bottle once you've picked some. It's divine. Again, more Italian green parsley. Very popular and healthy too. I've also got some sweet basil, very, very tasty. I've also got some more sweet basil, quite a few sweet basils. And more parsley. I've also got some lovely German chamomile. This is also fantastic. It makes a beautiful little bush of white flowers, and then you can use those white flowers to make lovely chamomile tea, which is so relaxing and good for your health. Going back to chia seeds, part of our Livingseeds herb collection. What's lovely about chia seeds is it makes a beautiful blue purplish kind of a flower. And also you can grind chia seed plants, and then you can add lovely chia seeds. Hi guys, so we're going on and we're finishing up when it comes to our seed collection. So we've got the lovage, herb seed, garlic chives, coriander, cilantro, and borage. So I've got these lovely herbs in stock. I've had quite a few herb queries, so we've been keeping quite a bit of herb stock. So we're going to be on display at the Christmas market in November, a few Christmas markets into November, into December. So you're welcome to pop in anytime. Or if you just want to order online, pop me a WhatsApp message, go into our website. We're here for you. And if you need any support anytime, you're welcome to pop me a message, ask me any questions. I'm here for your support. So don't feel like you're alone and you need to struggle when it comes to growing plants. We're here for you. Okay, so we're showing you a bit more about the seeds and the different seeds that I have in stock. I'm just going to run through it with you quickly. So when it comes to the spinaches, I've got Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. Totally divine, very nice for any dish at home, very fun to grow. The nice thing about growing spinach, it's easy to grow. You don't need to feel like, oh, you need to be a special person. You just pop the seeds in, add a little bit of water, maybe some fertilizer, and Bob's your uncle. There's your spinach. But you do have to wait a while. It does take 56 days to grow, but it's easy to grow, so why not have fun? Okay, so we've got our Swiss chard Fortic Giant in stock, and we've also got some lovely Bloomsdale long-standing spinach in stock. So if you want some spinach seeds, you know who to call. We also have other varieties of spinach upon order, so just let me know what you're interested in and I'll make sure that you can get it. Okay, when it comes to tomatoes, we're now in the summer season and spring season, so tomatoes are excellent addition to your garden. Very, very tasty and very fun to grow. At the moment, I've got the Boxcar Willie tomatoes in stock, as well as the beefsteak tomatoes. I'm trying the beefsteak tomatoes because what I like about them is they grow pretty big, so that's exciting. Let's see how that comes out. Could be pretty interesting. These are some of the different varieties of tomato seeds that we have from Livingseeds. So if you want to order anything, just let me know and I'll put it as part of my next order. Okay, Now we're taking a look at sweet peppers and what I have in stock. I've got King of the North sweet peppers. They make a lovely big sweet pepper. Quite unique and different. The next sweet peppers I have are Golden California Wonder. This is a yellow kind of a sweet pepper, very tasty. Then we also have the California Sweet Wonder. It's going to be red and green. Now remember, when it comes to peppers, the interesting part about peppers is you've got your plant growing. It's not a very hard plant to grow. It's just coming from seed. It can take a little bit of dedication. Like your temperature in your soil has to be right. It's got to be a warm day. Plant the seeds in, they grow, and then once your fruit starts producing on your sweet pepper plants, it'll first be green and then it changes to red. So if you want a green pepper, you just pick them while they are still green. If you want a red pepper, you just leave it on the tree until it changes to red, and then you have a red pepper. So it's quite interesting if you think about it. Green peppers and red peppers are not from two different plants. It's from the same plant. It just depends on the time when you're picking them. I quite enjoy growing peppers. I'm sure you'll too. So why not order some peppers from me today? Okay, so next I'll be showing you some cucumbers. We've got these lovely cucumbers in stock, the Ashley cucumber. Cucumbers are very popular and also a very fun thing to grow. Remember the soil temperature when it comes to your summer season seeds, such as your peppers, your cucumbers, your tomatoes. The temperature of your soil is very, very important. So with cucumbers, like it says on the back, always read your guide. It says on the back, it needs 25 degrees Celsius soil. So best would be, I would recommend the afternoon, because the sun has been beating on the soil the whole day. On a hot day in the afternoon, feel it, it's warm. If I was you, I would not plant summer seeds when it's raining. Why? Because the rain is going to make the soil colder. And summer seeds are all about soil temperature. So remember. And also when you're trying to get the seeds to germinate, make sure that it is hot week or hot day. You might want to check out your weather guide. You might want to bear in mind, if you plant it in seedling trays, where you're planting it. How warm is it? Because that's going to affect your soil temperature. So bear that in mind, please. Okay. Next, we're going to be looking at our maize corn. Got some lovely fun maize corn in stock. This glass gem corn, if you take a look on the packaging picture over here, it produces this very fun, unique, interesting maize corn. The seed has been developed from the South Americas. It is heirloom, so it's 100% natural. The interesting thing about South America is they have almost hundreds of different types of varieties of maize corn, which is so cool and so fun. So this is something really fun to grow in the garden. I'm going to be trying it this summer. So if you want to try it, we've got some in stock. You're welcome to just pop me a message. Okay. The other lovely variety of maize corn I've got is strawberry popcorn. Again, it's a very, very popular kind of a maize corn. It's pink and it produces very delicious corn. So yeah, if you want to try it, go ahead. Just please bear in mind and remember, from Livingseeds, we've got a lot of different varieties of maize corn. If you want to get some Sahara maize corn for animal feed, we can also do that. Last season, at home, I planted some Sahara maize corn and grew some chicken feed for my chickens. And it was fantastic. It kept the chickens really healthy. You can also do that for your pigs or any of your type of animals. Okay, obviously not your dogs, but like your livestock animals. Why not grow them some food? We also can get you those kind of maize corn, Sahara maize, if you order. We've also got sweet corn if you want to grow some maize corn at home to eat. But just bear in mind, if you want to go crazy and you want to experiment and you want to plant strawberry popcorn here, glass gem corn popcorn here, Aztec popcorn there, we do not advise that you plant them on the same piece of land at the same time. Okay? If you want to plant them separately, you would have to do something like 8 weeks apart. Okay? Otherwise, put them in different fields, completely different fields. Okay? That's the only thing about maize corn. You can't really plant 2 different kinds of maize corn alongside each other. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So you just got to bear those kind of things in mind. But that comes with queries and knowledge. If you have any questions anytime, you're always more than welcome to ask me. Okay. Now let's take a look at the beetroots. We've got some lovely bull's blood beetroot. I grew bull's blood beetroot at home. It's a very, very fun seed to grow. What I enjoyed about it and my own experience is that it's not very difficult. I planted it in some seedling trays. I grew it up into maturity, and then I planted them out into the ground. I just added some compost fertilizer, some Talborn Organics, and it grew wonderfully. And I watered it daily, and I made sure that it was in the full sun. Okay, and then it just grew wonderfully. And oftentimes I would add some compost or some bone meal in, and that just kept it going because you want to keep it healthy. Okay, and then always remember, when it comes to your seed packets, like with the bull's blood, we took a look at the back. The soil temperature, it's for winter. It is a winter vegetable. Your soil needs to be 10 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cold. So that's why it's a winter temperature vegetable. And it takes only about 60 days to harvest. Personally, what we've done at home is I've left them in the ground and then picked them when I wanted to eat them. And that's fine. You can also do that with your spinaches. You can pick the leaves when you want to eat them, add them to salads. Same with the beetroots. It's very healthy, good for blood pressure. You don't have to take out the whole plant. You can just cut the leaves off and then it grows again. So that's exciting. My lovely friend Lorraine mentioned how she had bought some seedling trays from me last year, because I also sell seedlings as well as just seeds, right? And what she did was she planted them, and then she left a few in the ground, and then she picked the leaves off, and she's been adding them to eggs, snacks, any kind of snacks that she makes. And then she noticed that the beetroot started creating seeds. So one of the fun things that's also really nice that you can do with Livingseeds is you can also take the seeds that are produced from Livingseeds and replant them and save them as well. You'll be doing the environment a benefit as well as yourself. So that's also something lovely about Livingseeds products that you can do, something that I enjoy. Use the seeds that is produced from the Livingseeds, because remember, it's 100% heirloom and 100% organic. Okay, great stuff. Okay, so I'm also going to be showing you some more of the seeds. Lettuce, all year round lettuce. This is also a really fun seed to grow because it grows quite easily, and it's always nice to add to your salads at home, or if you want to sell some at the market, or if you need some for your business, you can get some lettuce seeds. We've got an all year round lettuce. I've also got different lettuce mixes with different kinds of lettuces in, but why not go for them? It's quite a fun seed to plant. What I also noticed planting lettuce seeds myself at home is that they didn't require that much water. There were days where I could leave them without watering as much and they were still growing. So that's something that I'm also appreciating in summer for our season, is the way you don't need that much water. Okay. We've also got some lovely other winter seeds here from our Asian mix. Livingseeds has a lovely Asian range. Okay, so here are some of the lovely vegetable seeds from our Asian range, such as the Mizina red streaks. It's very interesting, makes for very interesting kind of salads. We've also got the Asian Tatao mustard. I hope I'm pronouncing this properly. Tatsoi. Tatao. I call it Tatao, but it's up to you. Lovely. They're also lovely for salads. We also have Mizina red streaks, also part of the Asian range from Livingseeds. And purple Osaka purple mustard seed, part of the Asian Livingseeds range. And the pak chow white stem, another lovely Asian vegetable in the Livingseeds range. Also very tasty for your stir fries and salads. And then we still have the Victoria rhubarb, not really a part of the Asian mix, but it's really, really tasty with ice cream. Okay, another staple food that is eaten quite frequently across the rest of Africa is beans. Beans are a lovely staple food, full of protein and many other nutrients. Over here at Sunny Seeds and Farming, we have our lovely Livingseeds broad green Robin Hood range. Check it out. I myself have planted some beans at home, and I can tell you, again, something I'm enjoying is it doesn't seem to require that much water, which I appreciate. And they were quite easy to plant and easy to grow. Okay, so it does take, like, remember to read your guide at the back of the packets. Okay, like I was trying to say, it does take 70 days to harvest. Personally, when I'm growing that at home, I add maybe a week or two after these days, because sometimes it's plus or minus, depends on the natural weather conditions. What was the rain like? How is the soil treated? Okay, it's only 7 to 10 days to germinate. Your soil temperature needs to be 15 degrees Celsius, so that's about a spring to early summer temperature, I'd say. Okay, with a very, very nice staple food. It's quite a popular seed as well. Okay. Also part of the Livingseeds mixes and ranges is we've got lovely packages, bulk packs you could say. So here at Sunny Seeds, at the moment in stock I have these two. You can order with me any other kind of Livingseeds and I can get it for you. But right now we've got the herb collection. What I like about these herb collections, it is such a money saver when you buy these bulk packs. You save a lot of money. Okay, so in this lovely herb collection, we've got coriander, cilantro, borage, lemongrass, thyme, German chamomile, sweet basil, garlic chives, Italian green parsley, lovage, and cilantro for a very good price. So I really encourage you to try out these bulk collections with us. Okay. Then I also have this very, very juicy Spicy Love collection. What I enjoy about the Spicy Love collection is a lot of people really enjoy spicy things, and sometimes they want to grow their chilies and things in summer. So I've got this lovely Spicy Love collection for those hobbyists that enjoy growing their chilies. In this lovely Livingseeds Spicy Love collection, we've got early jalapenos, very popular, chocolate cherry chilies, Palombo, the AG Sugar Rush chili, the brown egg chili, the long slim cayenne chili, and the Costa Dino striated chili. It's very hard to pronounce that word, but anyway. This is awesome. These are very value for money, very fun to grow. A lot of people enjoy growing these kind of things in their gardens for fun in summer. This would be a great Christmas gift for that special guy in your life that enjoys planting, or that special girl in your life, or your granny, as well as the herb collection. So think of Christmas gifts, guys. These make for awesome Christmas gifts. Okay. So yeah. We've also got some other lovely products at Livingseeds, here at Sunny Seeds and Farming from Livingseeds, such as the Talborn Organics fertilizer range. Okay, just to demonstrate, this is the 500 gram packet. Unfortunately, the 500 gram packets have been discontinued, but we do have this Talborn Organics in all the different bigger sizes. Okay, but it is such a winner. What I love about this red one is it's called the Vita Fruit and Flower. Okay, it's very, very versatile, great for your fruit trees, because a lot of people have fruit trees in their gardens, vegetables and flowers. So it's very versatile. You can also use it on your vegetables and your flowers and your fruit trees. And basically it just looks, I'll show you how it looks. It comes out in a bit of a brown texture, as well as, okay, this is the end of the packet, so it looks a little bit crummy, but you get a lot of these type of, looks almost like a rabbit feed, but it's not. Okay, it smells a bit gross, but it is excellent. You put this on, wow. You only need to add this every 4 to 5 months onto your fruit trees or your vegetables or anything, or your flowers, but it really helps you produce fruit and helps you to have a great harvest. Like, for example, we had a lemon tree at home and an orange tree that wasn't really producing fruit. I was watering it quite often. I wanted to revive it. I started adding some of this lovely, the Talborn Organics. You won't believe, now I'm starting to get a lovely harvest of lemons. And I love my lemons. And it doesn't even have diseases on. The lemons are disease free. So, and it's just because of adding this. So it just shows you how great this is. It's such a great product, and it's organic and it's not expensive. So if you want to order some, you're welcome to pop me a message and we can get some for you anytime. Okay. So a little bit part of the Talborn Organics range, we also have the Vita Green. It's also part of the same range, just green. Here's a free sample pack. Again, this one is great for lawn and foliage fertilizer. The red one is great for fruit and flower, and you can also use it on vegetables. But this one is great for more greens. Because it's green, think green. Okay, very, very nice. And notice again how it looks kind of like pet food, but it isn't. Okay, I wouldn't give it to my pets. Okay. Again, we have this lovely Jiffy plugs, okay, from a Livingseed product. So basically, this is how it looks. Let me show you how the actual product looks. So what these plugs are, basically, this expands, and then you can put soil in and you can plant things such as your pumpkins as well as your melons. Okay, so this is what these are for. Sometimes at Livingseeds, what we prefer to do is actually to plant the pumpkins in one of these seedling Jiffy bags before planting it into the ground instead of doing seeds. I don't mind, I just plant the seeds directly, but if you want to be safer, you can try this. We also sell them here at Sunny Seeds. Okay. Yeah. And we also have these lovely labels. If say you're planting and you've got your different seedling trays, it can get quite confusing sometimes. So you might want to pop a label onto your tray so that you can differentiate which label and which tray is with which. Okay. Over here we also have these lovely pots. This again are from very, very organic organic material, which is very similar to this. Both of these decompose in the soil. It's 100% organic. You don't even need to remove the plant. If you want to plant it into the ground, you can plant it as is, and it just decomposes because it's very organic. Okay. This over here is our seedling mix. Check it out. I've brought some over here into the seedling tray. The nice thing about this seedling mix is it was made at this Livingseeds farm. This is also what they use at the Livingseeds farm for planting. Okay. I really encourage you when you are using Livingseeds seed products to get some organic compost and some organic seedling mix from us. You can either order it in a bag, which has been packed, or you can order it separately, mix it, like what I did here. I ordered it separately, mix it into a very big bucket, and then put it in bottles for storage, and then use it in the different trays. But this is what we recommend best for planting. Okay. Basically what's in here is you've got your cocoa coir mix, as well as your earthworm manure, as well as vermiculite and perlite. Okay. So you can see the little strips of brown, that's from the cocoa coir. Cocoa coir is made from coconut trees, and it's been compressed and the water has been sucked out. Basically what you would do is you would put it in a bucket, let it fill with water, and it expands, and then you mix the rest of the contents in. Very cost effective and affordable. Okay. So I'll do a small demonstration for you just to show you how to plant a Livingseed seed into the ground. Okay. So, Robin Hood broad bean seed. The bean seed, because it's a bean, it's going to be a little bit bigger than your other seeds. But basically you're going to be opening your packets. You're going to be checking the instructions. What do the instructions say? You can either read in your guide or ask me. But for example, on the back of the Livingseed packet here, it says HL, that means heirloom. 30 to 45 meters is how high the plant grows. 15 degrees Celsius is the temperature of the soil. So spring, that suits spring. 7 to 10 days to germinate. Sowing, that means sowing directly or sowing in a tray. In this case, it's best to actually sow directly. But we're going to put into the trays for demonstration purposes. Okay, and then remember at the end, 70 days, that means 70 days unto harvest. Okay, so you're going to reach into our pockets. You're going to grab some seeds. Don't worry about how the seeds look. They never look perfect. You're going to just take your finger like this. You're going to put it into the soil. And then you're going to pop it in there. And you're just going to cover it. How easy was that? Remember, because these are broad bean seeds, you're not going to plant a few in a tray into each cube. You're only going to put one, because these kind of plants are a bit bigger. Okay, you don't need to put a few seeds in. So you're going to dig again with your finger, and you're going to pop your seed in there, and then you're going to cover it. Okay, there we go. Now you learned how to plant. It's that easy. You then have to make sure that you water them regularly, keep the soil moist. And then once again, you're going to look to your seed guide, and you're going to check, does this need full sun? Does it need to be outside? Does it need to be inside? Does it need shade? If it needs full sun, you're going to make sure that it's in the sun, and you're going to make sure that it's moist. Okay. Once the plants start growing a bit bigger, I'd say about here, and it starts showing 2 to 3 leaves, you're welcome to start planting it out. Otherwise, you can wait until they're a bit bigger, till about here, to feel safer. and then you can plant it out into the ground. You're also welcome to plant them into other pots. I plant it straight into the ground and prepare the soil. Remember to always prepare your soil. Remember to prepare your soil, to remember to plow. You need to make sure that you're plowing your soil and you are taking care of the soil, because plowing is very, very, very important. Adding nutrients and minerals to the soil is very, very important. You need to keep the basics right. You need to always make sure that your soil and your vegetables have enough minerals in. Even if you're just adding some Talborn Organics and some bone meal once or twice during your crop, that's fine, but make sure that you have plowed the soil before you plant it, and make sure that you're watering and keeping your soil nutrients. Add some compost, maybe some chicken manure occasionally, but always make sure that you're taking care of the soil. Yes, it is a lot of work. You might be thinking, yo, I don't have all the time for that. Do it in the mornings. Water in the mornings. Remember, the best time to water your vegetables is first thing in the morning. Water before 7 a.m., before the sun starts to get strong. Remember that water on your plants can burn when the sun is very, very strong. So make sure to water before 7 a.m. That is our advice to you from Sunny Season Farm. Also, another thing is to pull out the weeds. Make sure that you're pulling the weeds out in between your plants. Okay, always pull out the weeds. Make sure that you water. If you don't have a lot of water, let's say there's a bit of a drought in your area, depending on the season, then water less frequently, 2 to 3 days. If you're struggling further with further water issues, you're welcome to put some organic matter around the soil. But make sure that the plants are getting enough sun. Plants need sun, your vegetables need sun, so that they can produce photosynthesis. Yes, you can grow things indoor, but it's better for plants to have sun so that they can get photosynthesis. Okay. Thank you so much for joining our talk today. If you ever want to order any Livingseed products, you're more than welcome to give me a shout. You can pop me a message on WhatsApp on 073 1740396 +27 073 1740396. Otherwise, visit my website at sunny-seeds-and-farming.shop. Or welcome to pop me a Facebook message. Look for us on Facebook. But thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions or need any support when it comes to farming or growing any of your seeds, pop me a message. We're there for you. Thank you very much for joining me in this talk today. I hope that you enjoyed learning about living seeds that we sell here at Sunny Seeds and Farming. You're welcome to pop me a message if you need any questions or if you need any support at any time. I'm always here for you. Never feel like you're alone in your growing journey. We're here to support you. If you would like to order anything, you're more than welcome to pop me a WhatsApp message or an email. My cell phone number is +27 073 1740396, and the website is in the comments below. Thank you so much and hope you have a lovely day further. God bless and goodbye.